And welcome back to End Times Prophecy News for the 11 o'clock report. ESPN is getting cut. Sounds good to me. Following a steady drop in subscribers, ESPN will cut more than 100 employees from Yahoo Finance. ESPN will cut more than 100 employees today, Yahoo Finance has learned. That number is much bigger than the 40 to 50 that was initially reported. ESPN aims to notify all of the people today if it can do so. It has been widely reported for weeks that big cuts are coming to ESPN, so widely reported and dissected and gossiped out and about, in fact, that ESPN moved up its schedule and is notifying people earlier than it originally planned. The 100 people getting cut are all on-air talent, a label ESPN uses for TV personalities, radio hosts, and writers who regularly appear on TV and radio. ESPN says it has 1,000 such people prior to these cuts. In addition to those 100, a limited number of other positions will also be affected, according to a note sent to all employees on Wednesday morning from ESPN President John Skipper. A source tells Yahoo Finance the number of non-talent getting cut is indeed a very limited number, but nonetheless the number is on top of the 100 on-air talents. In his company-wide memo posted publicly, Skipper frames the cuts around a shifting content strategy. ESPN's content strategy, he writes, still needs to go further, faster, and as always must be efficient and nimble. Dynamic change demands an increased focus on versatility and value, and as a result, we have been engaged in the challenging process of determining the talent, anchors, analysts, reporters, writers, and those who handle play-by-play necessary to meet those demands. We will implement changes in our talent lineup this week. Excuse me. Okay. I think I'm good. Uh-oh, Fox News now getting sued by veteran anchor. Fox's black news reporter and anchor since 2003, Kelly Wright, is suing Fox News for racial discrimination and harassment at the network. Well, it seems that Fox News, who has fired Bill O'Reilly, has got 2 lawsuits now from 2 anchors. From CNN, Fox News legal troubles grew even larger Tuesday, with new plaintiffs, including an anchor, joining a suit alleging racial discrimination and harassment at the network. The suit is now headlined by Kelly Wright, a black reporter and anchor who has been with Fox News since 2003. Wright claims that he has been effectively sidelined and asked to perform the role of a Jim Crow, the racist caricature of a black entertainer. Wright's allegations involve, among others, recently fired Fox News host Bill O'Reilly and current network co-president Bill Shine. But how much you want to bet that Bill O'Reilly probably won't try to sue Fox News? The suit claims that Wright was shunned from O'Reilly's now canceled program, The O'Reilly Factor, and that Shine has demonstrated an obsession with race when it comes to discussions with Mr. Wright, including regularly asking him, how do black people react to you, and how do you think white viewers look at you? In one alleged example, Wright claims that he was rebuffed in his efforts to show a series of positive stories about the African American community on The Factor because, according to the complaint, it showed blacks in too positive a light. There you go. Push that conservative Fox News channel down the drain, all you George Soros paid freaks. That's what you're doing. You're trying to shove Fox News all the way down to nothing, sue the crap out of them, pay a bunch of people that were working for them, give them $1 million and say, here, sue Fox News. Yeah, George Soros and his billions. The Treasury Secretary just dropped a truth bomb about the largest tax cut in history.
First say, again, the core principles of this, we've been meeting with the House and Senate, and they agree 100%. The core business is make business rates competitive, bring back trillions of dollars to create jobs, simplify personal taxes, create a middle income tax cut. So those core principles are non-negotiable, and that's something that we all feel strongly about. As it relates to will it pay for itself, again, I think as we've said, we're working on lots of details as to this. We have over 100 people in the Treasury that have been working on tax and scoring lots of different scenarios. This will pay for itself with growth and with reduction of different deductions and closing loopholes.
You know what I noticed that nobody ever talks about? Let's see. If you have thousands, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of jobs coming to the United States, and you have thousands of people leaving because of illegal aliens, well, let's see. What are all those jobs going to be paying? Taxes. Nobody ever talks about that one. I'm amazed. All those new jobs, more taxes, and all those aliens that are leaving, you don't have to pay for them to be in prison. You don't have to pay for all the rape and insurance that they cause insurance, for ripping off all kinds of problems. Amazing. Anyway, Le Pen, opponent booed in his own hometown. Oh, is the Trump hammer of God still flying through the world? French presidential candidate Emmanuel Macron, widely considered to the heavy favorite to win the second round of the elections and a French presidency, was booed in his hometown of Amiens while giving a speech. What's the matter? Is the fake news predicting another lose? I would think so. From Zero Hedge, chaotic scenes broke out during a visit by French presidential frontrunner Emmanuel Macron to striking factory workers in his hometown of Amiens. Macron was greeted Wednesday with jeers, boos, and chants in favor of his far-right rival Marine Le Pen as he made it a chaotic visit to the factory in northern France after what Bloomberg said was an ambush by his nationalist rival. Marine Le Pen forced him into a confrontation with some of her hardcore supporters. And boy, does she know how to do that one.
Ceux qui, dans cette campagne, viennent expliquer qu'ils s'intéressent à ce qui se passe à Whirlpool alors qu'ils défendent toutes les mesures économiques qui visent à créer la concurrence internationale déloyale et à laisser les entreprises délocalisées, je trouve que c'est un véritable scandale. Ça, c'est plus que de l'hypocrisie, c'est de la trahison.
You tell them, Marin. You own them. You got it, Marin. She's going to win. Earlier on Wednesday, Le Pen had made a surprise visit to the Whirlpool plant on the edge of Amiens while election frontrunner Macron was meeting with union leaders from the plant in the center of town. Le Pen told reporters on the picket line that Macron's decision to meet the workers' representatives behind closed doors showed his contempt for their plight, forcing her rival to change his plans and engage with the demonstrators live on television. During the hastily arranged visit, some in the crowd shouted, "President Marin," and booed as the 39-year-old former banker stood outside the appliance factory in the Rust Belt city of Amiens. "I am here to speak to you," said the pro-business former economy minister, ringed by a horde of cameramen and journalists. The Whirlpool factory has become a focus of a free trade debate at the heart of the French election campaign because 280 jobs will be cut next year when the company shifts production to Poland. As Bloomberg describes the scene, with the black smoke of burning tires ripped up by cold wind and cries of "Rin," president. Punctuating his remarks, Macron tried to mount a defense of the European trade regime in the factory parking lot as angry demonstrators crowded round. When she tells you the solution is to turn back globalization, she's lying, Macron told the workers, his comments picked by the microphones of more than 100 reporters witnessing the clash. We cannot outlaw firing. We must fight to find a buyer. Judging by the response, the local workers did not find Macron very convincing.
Formation, il n'y a pas de travail. Il n'y a pas de travail. Vous voulez qu'on fasse des formations pour baisser le taux de chômage. C'est tout ce que vous voulez. Mais derrière, on n'aura pas de travail. Il n'y aura pas de travail. Formation pour les jeunes.
Dans des années. Parce que là, ils s'en vont, là.
Si, là, ils en font.
Je l'ai dit ce matin à l'intersyndicale. Ça dépend de quel argent on parle. Quand on parle du crédit d'impôt compétitivité, quand on parle des crédits impôt recherche, quand on parle des allègements de charges ou d'impôts,
Des cadeaux pour le patronat.
I like that lady. Okay, that's going to be it. And I'm going to have to, we'll have the Bible reading on the next hour. Thank you for listening. We'll see you at 12 o'clock.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will